Welcome into Coach's Corner East on this Wednesday night, the 8th of December, with the Crestline portion of tonight's show. And our show is brought to you in part by Don Barr & Associates at Galleon Building and Loan Bank, Matt Studer at Spitzer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Kia, 1 mile east of the Richland Mall, Mark Osborne and Associates at E-Crane International, serving worldwide markets from the Galleon Industrial Park, Steve and Chuck Keller at Keller Auto Parts, your Napa dealer, Uptown Galleon and Crestline, Marie Mounts at the Platinum Insurance Agency, your Progressive agent, 131 Harding Way East, Uptown Galleon, and Joe Kleiman Associates at the Galleon office of First Federal Bank of Ohio. It's a pleasure to welcome to the show tonight assistant coach at Crestline High School, Gary Almanson. It's great to see you again. Been a couple of years. Last year we had to do this all on the radio.
Yeah.
And so it's great to have you back, and thanks for filling in for Coach Sanders tonight. I appreciate it.
No problem.
1-3 overall, 0-1 in the Mid-Buckeye Conference, and as I was just talking to Coach David Sheldon and the Colonel Crawford Eagles, you opened your season the night before Thanksgiving. Great atmosphere over at Colonel Crawford, a game that you and the Bulldogs held serve early on,
Sure.
But fell 52-28 because of a defense that they put on the 2-3 zone in the second half. Really made you shoot quick because you were kind of hanging on to it a little bit, trying to slow things down, which I thought was a brilliant idea from your standpoint and Coach Sanders' standpoint. And he made a comment, when you're playing a team that good that wants to go up and down, you have to try to slow down the game. When you guys were putting the game plan together, when did you say, hey, this is what we need to do?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're such a talented team that we needed to, keep possession and, hold possessions and score the ball and try to keep the score to a minimum. But they got some scorers over there, and Valentine and the other point guard they have. So it was tough to hold that, to hold our composure. But they figured out a way after the second half, and they just put it on us. And they're a great shooting team.
Yeah, no question.
All the way around. So
only down 18-11 at half, or at the first quarter, 26-15 at half. But then they went to that 2-3 zone, and things changed. And Josh Hall, Lucas Cochran, 9 points each. R.J. Johnston, a young man that was a real shining star on the JV team,
Sure.
finally getting a shot at varsity, comes up, has 7 points, 4 rebounds. Connor Lusk, the senior, 3 points and 4 rebounds. So some decent scoring there. For the first game out, were you pretty pleased with the way that your kids responded?
Yeah, I thought we did pretty well. I was pleased with them, but you're never real pleased with a loss. But,
That's right.
But we were pleased with the RJ in his first year of the varsity squad, and some of the individual things that we did as far as scoring the ball. We found some things out about ourselves in that game. So
Yeah, good.
it's a good way to figure out things when you're playing Crawford.
Yeah, for sure. And you enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday, then you get right back at it, and your home opener against Buckeye Central on Saturday, and you get a nice win at home, and a good way to start.
Yes.
49-41.
Yeah, we started out a little slow, but we got things together in the other 3 quarters. We went to the locker room, talked about things, and came back out and figured out how to win finished games.
Yeah, you're tied at half, 21-all, but you come out with some renewed energy and outscore them 17-6 in the third, and then kind of finish out and get a nice 8-point win. Lucas Cochran, really nice game, 13 points, 3 rebounds. Connor Lusk, 12 points, 7 rebounds. R.J. Johnston, 11 points, so there's 3 in double figures.
Sure.
And then Josh Hall with 6, Isaiah Perry with 4, Trevor Shade, and Jake Bruce with a point each. Well-rounded scoring. Talk about how much improvement they made from Wednesday to Saturday, and how pleased you and Coach Sanders were with that, and Coach Noblet too, with
Sure.
that improvement.
Sure. I thought we improved quite a bit, and we learned a lot about ourselves too. So we went and we talked about it, and our offense got a little bit better on that Wednesday, or what day was it?
Saturday.
Saturday. We played on Saturday, and I thought we figured out things, and our offense was good. I thought we were better on the defensive end that game. I think that's what we focused on the defensive end. We know we could score the ball. It's just that we just need to put a whole game together, and that's what we did.
Good. Then last Friday, let's face it, we all know that the Mid-Buckeye kind of runs through Lucas, right? And that's a
right.
team that you want to you want to beat, especially at home. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. They came to your place and they beat you 55-43, and that's a tough one because you want to stay pace with them. You don't want to fall behind them. You hope there's somebody else maybe in the league that can knock them off. You'll get another chance down there to play them. What did you see that maybe, I don't know, disappointed you a little bit about how the team played against them?
Finishing the games and finishing the game and, coming out with the win. That's, I don't think we rebounded very well. They were a little bit more physical. The 50-50 balls, we didn't really get a whole lot of those. So I think those made the difference, making your foul shots, making layups and stuff like that. We didn't do that to finish out the game, but those are things we learned from, and we're going to take that to the next game. And,
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You got to have short memories, don't you?
You got to have a short
because the way the games come up, you got to kind of forget what happened the night before and just move on.
That's right.
Then you go on the road to a really talented Ashland Crestview team. Probably a lot of those football players, when they went deep in the playoffs, are now playing basketball.
Yes.
And again, held in there for a while, 18-17 after one, down 28-24 at half, only down 2 possessions after 3, 42-36, but it ends up 62-44 because they outscore you 20-8 in the fourth quarter. And it sounds as if it was a little bit of attrition. They kind of wore you down.
Yes, I think our endurance at the end was the key. We got to get a little bit more better at the end of the game as far as strength. Endurance. We just didn't finish the game like we thought we would. Just got to get better and be better physical shape. I'm thinking we need to be in. So,
Sure. And that'll come as the more that
come as we go through the season. So.
Lucas Cochran, who's been one of your leading scorers, had a little tough night. Only 7 points, but just 5 of 12 from free throws. Had a tough time putting it in from the charity stripe.
Yeah.
Is that something that you focused on in practice today with him?
Yeah, we did focus today on shooting, and Lucas actually stayed after practice shooting foul shots tonight, and but that was the key. We missed a lot of foul shots, and I think that was the difference in us playing them close, or even maybe even winning the game. But we just didn't make our foul shots, and now as far as Lucas goes, Lucas really worked hard that game, and he just overworked a little bit overly, but we enjoy his energy. I think if it wasn't for Lucas, maybe we wouldn't have been in the game.
Yeah.
So some of the things, even though he didn't score the ball, he did other things to help us win.
Great point.
To stay in the game.
Sure. Connor Lusk really helped the cause, 16 points. Josh Hall with 10, Trevor Shade 5, Jake Bruce 4, Isaiah Perry with 2, and unfortunately R.J. Johnston out ill. And that probably had to hurt your depth a little bit.
That hurt us a little bit. We were looking forward to seeing R.J. score the ball last night, but unfortunately he was sick. But Connor Lusk stepped up early in the game and kept us there and played great defense. Josh Hall took the ball to the rim really well, and I just thought we did good for 3 quarters once again, and then we tapered off. So we got to get better physically. Consistency
and finishing, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. We'll take a break here before we talk to young men around the table. Our show is brought to you in part by the Burkhart family at the Burkhart Farm Center, your Case IH dealer straight west of Gallion on the Manette New Winchester Road. Mike Kleinite at Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, and Marion. And Sweet Baby Ray Jones, Davy's little brother, at Ohio Door and Sash, 120 South Street in Gallion. 2 freshmen here tonight, JV players, right? Carter Giesige's up first, and I haven't seen you since football season. It's been a while, but glad to have you back. Now you're on the hardwood and playing first year of JV. That transition from 8th grade basketball now to high school basketball. And let me first tell you, during football season, we were talking a little bit off the air about basketball, and I was starting to talk to like Josh Hall and Connor about basketball and how to go in summer and things like that. I said, oh, heck, Carter Giesige was even out there getting in the mix. So you're out there now participating JV. First and foremost, how's the JV team been doing in the first 4 games here?
The first games were close, but the last game we just all slowed down.
Last night?
Yeah. We just wasn't getting down the court walking the ball up, not taking care of the ball.
Now, have you won at the JV level yet or not?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We got
Still-
close, but
Still looking for that first win. So are you a point guard, shooting guard? What's
Point
your
guard.
role? Point guard.
yeah.
So you have to bring it up. And probably don't like when teams press very much? I imagine so. What do you have to do to break that press? Are you looking for somebody that's cutting at an angle? What's your big role there?
Either I just get a screen and run around them, grab it, and then take care of it, or we just give it to someone on the wing, on the corners, and then just get it back to me. I dribble it up.
So are you asked to be much of a scorer or not so much?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, a little. Can you shoot the three?
Yeah.
How's the shot right now? Do you feel pretty comfortable?
Yeah, I'm not really good under pressure, but I can shoot.
If you're open, you're in good shape. Pressure is a little bit of an issue that you need to work on. Real good. So what does the team need to do coming up? You got St. Pete coming on Friday. Now, they have a JV team this year?
Yes, they have a
do.
JV
Okay.
team.
So that's your next shot. What do you guys need to do tomorrow in practice to get ready to get your first win on Friday against St. Pete?
We need to work on taking care of the ball, because that's been bad this year.
Too many turnovers?
Yeah, too many turnovers.
All
We need
right.
to work on that.
Well, do your job as the point guard and distribute, and the rest of it will take care of itself, right? All right. Well, thanks for coming out. It's great to see you again, Carter.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks for coming. And Derek McCunn is here. Did I pronounce that correctly? McCunn?
McCunn.
McCown.
McCunn.
Oh, McCunn. I'm sorry. I apologize. Freshman as well. And what's your role on the JV team?
Shooting guard.
Shooting guard. 3 points, or do you take it to the rack? Or whatever's there?
Whatever's there.
Whatever's there. And what do you like about this group so far that you're playing with? I'm sure a bunch of young kids. What is it that you like about them so well?
We just, we've played with each other. We just know each other.
Is it mostly freshmen, or is it some sophomores on there as well?
We got 5 freshmen and two sophomores, and we got a couple juniors.
Couple juniors down.
Come and help us also.
Yeah, good. Do you feel like it's a close-knit group? I mean, do you have fun outside of, at practice and things like that as well? Or is there room for that to get stronger as the year goes on?
Yeah.
There is, for sure. So kind of the same question again that I asked Carter is, what do you have to do to get a win come Friday night against St. Pete? What do you personally need to do to help the team win?
I got to take care of the ball.
Kind of exactly what he said as well. Now, do you kind of have the green light to shoot and score when it's open, or do you only when coach says you've got to run this play and this is when I want you to score?
Mostly if I'm open and I get the ball, I shoot it.
Okay. How's the defensive end for you? Decent?
Yes.
Yeah, you feel your lockdown defense pretty good? Foul trouble? Have you gotten into much foul trouble, or got to control that then as well? All right. Well, good luck to you. Continued success, and you'll get that win pretty soon, I'm sure. We'll take a break here before we talk to Coach Almanson one more time. The show is brought to you in part by Steve Kurtzman and Associates at Innovative Recycling, 352 South Street in Gallion. Candy Bolin at Bolin Realty, 2 blocks west of the Uptown Gallion Square. And John Cross at Cross Carpet and Custom Floors, 302 North Seltzer, downtown Crestline. Coach Gary Almanson, assistant coach at Crestline High School. As we mentioned, you go to the Franciscan Center over in Mansfield, take on the St. Pete Spartans, a team that struggled last year, had some lumps, lost a lot of talent, new coach. What do you know about Sparty this year? How have they been doing early on?
I'm not real sure if they won any games yet, but I think, they did win the other night. They had I can't think of the kid's name, but he had 24 points. I think they're going to challenge us. I mean, they want to get us back from last year.
Sure.
I think we beat them twice last year. If that's true. But they always come to challenge us. It's always a good rival. St. Pete's always played hard.
Yeah.
And we're just looking for a good contest, and we're looking for a win. So.
Is that a tough place to play, or do the kids like it over there?
I think we kind of like that gym.
Do you?
Yeah, we like playing there. It's a nice little pit there. And
Nicer than their old one. It had to be, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
We're looking forward to facing those guys and having a good, decent game. And develop, try to discover some things about ourselves that we need to work on.
Yeah.
later on in the season. So
Well, and it's another opportunity to get a league win, which is
Oh,
important.
absolutely.
You have to get, yeah, non-league games are great, but
Yeah.
you got to notch those league wins
so
for
yeah,
sure.
we always look forward to the league games.
And then you come home a week later, Mansfield Christian, so that'll be good to have a home game, and that's really pretty much it until after the holidays, because you go on the road the following night at Plymouth out of the Firemen's Conference, and then make that long trek to Kidron, to the gym that nobody likes to play at. After talking to Crestline kids over the last few years, you go to Central Christian shortly before Christmas on the 21st, and in a tough place to play, but a really good team. But when you talk about these games coming up, so 3 out of the next 4 are league games. What have you talked to the kids about in practice, along with Coach Sanders and Coach Knoblet? This is kind of a must. We have to do this, guys.
Yeah, just holding our composure at times and, handling pressure, just knowing what to do with the ball, at certain times of the game, understand that when you're losing, understand when you're not winning. Those type of things, we're just trying to define so we can look forward. We're looking forward to the tournament. I mean, we don't want to look over everybody, but we're always preparing for the tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
And we just want to improve as we go on. So,
Yeah.
So the next 3 games, we're going to take those challenges on, and like you said, they're league games, and we definitely want. That's our first goal. We want to win the goal. We want to win the conference, and we just want to be able to hold our composure at the end of the game.
Sure.
That's what we want to try to do.
How nice is it to have fans back in the stands? I mean, for you as a coach, but you guys as a player. So is it nice having a cheering section again and people there to watch you? What's the atmosphere been like so far? Like, especially with the Lucas game.
Oh yeah, wonderful, and even the Crawford game, game, that was a very good crowd and very exciting. But it's been great to have the fans back in the stands, and I'm thinking the fans are really liking it also.
Sure,
So,
sure.
it's nice to see everybody there, and we've been enjoying playing in front of them.
Good, very
So
good.
we're just trying to entertain them a little bit better.
That's right. Well, you find that consistency, and I certainly appreciate you coming out, filling in for Coach Sanders tonight, and we'll be talking to him here in the next couple weeks, and feel free to stop by anytime. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You bet. Hey, coming up later this week, our media schedule tonight, 8:15 on WQEL, Ohio State men's basketball. They're going to be in Columbus against Townsend, a team that just beat Kent State the other night. So you can tune into that. Coverage begins right around 8:15. Friday night, we have a doubleheader basketball. It'll be high school girls basketball. Buckeye Central at Seneca East will be a WQEL game. And I believe, Cameron, are you doing that game?
No,
Jeff Roberts. Jeff Roberts will be doing that game, 7:30 on WQEL. And then the WBCO game, that's the one you are doing, Cam?
no, Jared's doing
Jared's doing that one. Excuse me, I'm sorry. You're not doing that. Bucyrus at Winford, 7:30. Then I'll be in the Friday night phone board at about 9 o'clock after that. Saturday, we have Ohio State men's basketball taking on the Wisconsin Badgers from Columbus, Ohio. It'll be 11:15 coverage beginning. And then we have high school boys basketball Saturday night. Bucyrus at Colonel Crawford. Cam, you are doing that one. Or you're not doing that one? You don't know yet. Okay, we'll figure out who's doing that. 6:30 coverage time, and then Will Beard will be in for the Saturday night phone board shortly after at around 8 o'clock. We have Ohio State women's basketball against the Indiana Hoosiers Sunday from Columbus at 6:45. I want to thank everyone here at our Galleon Pizza Hut, especially our managers, Bree, Michelle, and Jordan. And Tyler was our server tonight. Thanks so much for your help. Appreciate Cameron Moon, our camera operator tonight, Harper Boggs, for all she does for the show as well. Thank you to Colonel Crawford boys coach David Sheldon and his team, and Crestline assistant boys basketball coach Gary Almanson and his players as well. Thank you to our sponsors, and most of all you, our listeners, for tuning in on Facebook Live and YouTube this evening. For WQEL Sports, this has been Mike Sparks reminding you, spirit with a vision is a dream with a mission. Have a good night, everybody.